Bonsoir. Today we're going to look at the conjugation of the second and third regular group of verbs. We've already seen how to do ER verbs. Now we're going to look at IR verbs. That means the infinitive, the mother verb ends in IR, and also RE verbs. That means the infinitive ends in RE. Okay, so there are three major groups in French. ER, already done. Now IR and RE. So on commence, let us start. On commence avec les verbes IR. Let's start with the IR verbs. Now before we start, remember, any conjugation, you have two parts. One is the root or the base, and one is the ending or the terminaison. La base plus la termination. La base plus la termination. Base plus ending. Now how do you get the base? Form it by removing the ending. Just like we did for ER, we remove the ending. For IR, we will remove the ending IR. For RE, we will remove the ending RE. D'accord? So the first step in any conjugation, present tense, remove the ending of the regular verb. After that, you add your endings. What are the endings? Je and tu, same thing, it is IS. Il, elle, on, it is IT. Nous, it is ils sont. Vous, it is IC, ISSENT. And il, elle, plural, it is ISSENT. D'accord? So let's take the verb finir, for example. That is my entire verb, my infinitive. I remove the IR and that is my base. My base is IN. To IN, I add IS. So now my verb is je finis, I am finishing, or I finish. Tu finis. D'accord? Tu finis. F-I-N-I-S. Base plus IS. Il fin, elle, on finit. F-I-N-I-T. Nous finissons. I-S-S-O-N-S. So you can see I've put the base in the same color and the endings in red. So you will see how we join the base and the ending together and get your complete verb. Vous finissez, elle, il finissent. D'accord? The next verb we look at is choisir. Je choisis, tu choisis, il choisit, elle choisit, on choisit. Nous choisissons, vous choisissez, il, elle, plural, choisissent. So here you have to be careful because many of you do not think that IS is the ending and you leave it as such. You just put ONS. But remember, the ending for IR verbs is ISSONS. This is your base. It already has IS in it. Don't think that that's part of the ending. The ending is separate. So this is the common mistake many people do when they are conjugating the word choisir because you already have IS in the base. Be careful. You have the base, CHOIS, to which you add your endings. Okay? Now, irregular, the weirdos. Avoir, we already know this. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. It is the verb to have. Sortir we'll be looking at shortly. It means to go out. Partir is to leave. Remember these verbs, you just have to memorize them. There's no logic in them. Venir is to come. We've learned this. Pouvoir, can, to be able to do something. Vouloir, to want or to wish. Savoir, to know. Devoir, must. So these are your irregular IR verbs. So here's a table. Here you have finir. The bold ending is your ending. And now fill in the blanks. Je choisis, tu choisis, il choisit, elle choisit. Nous choisissons, vous choisissez, ils choisissent, elles choisissent. Applaudir is to clap. J'applaudis, tu applaudis. Il applaudit, elle applaudit. Nous applaudissons, vous applaudissez. Ils applaudissent, elles applaudissent. Now, reminder, this is how you conjugate venir. Je viens, tu viens, il vient, elle vient, nous venons, vous venez, elles viennent, ils viennent. Devoir means must. Je dois, tu dois, il doit, elle doit, nous devons, vous devez, ils doivent, elles doivent. So you have to spend time on your verbs. You must remember the meaning on one hand. You must remember the way you form it on the other hand when it comes to regular verbs. Irregular verbs, you have to go one step further and memorize the entire verb. So there's no easy shortcut to learning a language. You have to burn the midnight oil, as the saying goes. You have to spend time, you have to memorize. Venir is to come, devoir means must. The noun devoir means homework, a duty. Alright? But as a verb, it means must. Now let's go on to RE verbs. You have attendre, j'attends, tu attends, elle, il, on attend, nous attendons, vous attendez, ils attendent, elles attendent. I've put the endings in red. So you remove the RE from the infinitive. So here, attendre is to wait. I remove the RE, to which I add my endings. Vendre is to sell, vendor, sell. Je vends, tu vends, elle vend, il vend, nous vendons, vous vendez, il, elle vendent. So see, there's no ending for vend, it's just the base. Je and tu, there's an S. Il, elle, on, there's nothing. Nous vendons, ONS, EZ, ONT. Okay, so they follow the same rule as your ER and IR verbs. They have a root and they have a ending. How do you get the root? You remove RE from the infinitive. D'accord? You take any regular infinitive and you remove the RE. This is your base now. To the base, you add your endings. What are the endings? Here they are. Je and tu, it is S. Il, elle, on, there's nothing. Like over here. Nous, the ending is ONS. Vous, the ending is EZ. Il, elle, plural, the ending is ENT, just like your ER verbs. D'accord? So spend some time and push this into your head. You really have to push it in. Some irregular RE verbs. Être, we know. To be, je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. Faire, you know. Prendre, we'll be doing it soon. If you learn prendre, then you'll be able to do comprendre, which means to understand. You take prendre and put the suffix com in front of it. If you learn prendre, you can learn the word apprendre. It's just like prendre. In front of it, you put the suffix ap. Maths, we will learn soon. Lire, to read, écrire, and boire. I've put in dark blue the words you will have to concentrate on, which you'll be learning very soon. Alright? So here is boire. See, there's no pattern. Je bois, tu bois, il, elle, on boit, nous buvons, vous buvez, ils boivent, elles boivent. No pattern at all. Shout it out until you memorize it. Je bois, tu bois, il boit, elle boit. Nous buvons, vous buvez, ils boivent, elles boivent. Sing it until it gets into your head. B-O-I-S, B-O-I-S, B-O-I-T, B-U-V-O-N-S, B-U-V-E-Z, B-O-I-V-E-N-T. Memorize, memorize, memorize. Boire is to drink. So here, same thing as we did earlier. Remove the RE, you get your base. To your base, you add S. S for tu. Il, elle, just the base. Nous, it is ONS. Vous, it is EZ. Il and elle, plural, the ending is ENT. So for vendre, if you remove RE, your base is VEND. S. Tu vends. Il vend. Elle vend. Nous vendons. Vous vendez. Ils vendent. ENT is always silent. Elles vendent. Descend is to descend, to go down. Je descends, tu descends, il descend, elle descend, nous descendons, vous descendez, il descend pluriel, elle descend plural. Faire, irregular. It's faire means to make or to do something. Je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait, nous faisons, vous faites. Be careful here. Normally for EZ, that is the ending for vous, but for faire, it is ES. Okay, so be careful here. Vous faites, ils font, elles font. Prendre is to do. Je prends, tu prends, il prend, elle prend. Here in the plural form, the D disappears. So be careful when you memorize this. Nous prenons, vous prenez, ils prennent, elles prennent, there's a double N. Prendre is to take. Add suffixes and you get new words. So comprendre is to understand, comprehend, comprendre. Apprendre, AP plus prendre is to learn. It's from this word you get apprentice, somebody who's learning. Surprendre, surprise, comes from the word surprendre. You put SUR in front of prendre. So if you learn one verb, you've learned at least 4 or 5 verbs. All right? Apprendre to learn, comprendre to understand, surprendre to surprise. So learn these verbs. Memorize, memorize, memorize. Now, conjugons les verbes. Let's conjugate some verbs. Je, attends, RE verb. Remove the RE, add an S. Vous, choisir. Vous choisissez. Elle, you have to memorize. Elle, you have to memorize. Devoir must be memorized. Elle doit. Prendre must be memorized. Prenons, there's no D, irregular. Applaudir is a regular IR verb. Remove the IR, and for ILS, the ending is ISSENT. Venir, you should have memorized by now. Tu viens. La pâtisserie singular. Vont, third person singular. Remove the RE, add nothing. Descendre, regular RE verb. Remove the RE, and for L plural, add ENT. Faire, irregular, faisons. D'accord? So you have to know the difference between regular and irregular verbs. You really have to spend time on this and understand how to conjugate IR verbs, RE verbs, and RE verbs, regular, and also memorize completely the irregular group of verbs. So by now you know enough French to read simple passages without my help. So try this one. Read and understand. Mes amis Lucie et Ramia viennent me visiter demain. Je suis super contente. Je vais faire du shopping avec elle. Nous allons au parc. Nous regardons des films. Nous allons lire les romans. Lucie est gentille. Elle adore la glace et les animaux. Ramia est adorable. Elle aime faire la cuisine. Elle fait les gâteaux au chocolat qui sont super bons. Nous mangeons des baguettes et buvons du jus de fruits. Elles doivent rentrer le soir, donc nous avons toute la journée ensemble. Nous allons nous amuser bien ensemble. All right? So you should know, understand. You don't need me, actually. I just noticed 2 small mistakes. So if I can make mistakes, you also will make lots of mistakes when you are writing. But do not get discouraged. It is my duty to show you where you're wrong so you improve. Keep writing because that is the only way you can become better. D'accord? Merci de votre intérêt. Bonne continuation.